Hello, my name is James Kennedy, and this is my little teaching video on Hibernate. This is a program that I put together with some assistance from Brother Tuckett on the Hibernate util file, as well as the config file. Just some debugging help there. This is indeed his Hibernate util class. It's extremely similar to the one that's generated by NetBeans, only it takes advantage of the singleton pattern, which I think is pretty cool. So yeah, basically the way that the program and Hibernate itself works is that there is the driver class, which is this file right here, which runs the program, and there is a utility class, which governs the transaction between the program as well as the database by use of a session factory and the Hibernate utility for kind of negotiating the process there. And there is also a data class which calls the Hibernate util to get a session factory and do the so basically Hibernate util is kind of like the wheels of this particular program, whereas the data class is the engine, the thing which models the data as it goes back and forth. And I have a couple of different methods here. I have a get sorts by int method, which is not implemented into the program at this moment, but should be soon. I have a method which returns a list of the entire database, and I have a method which enables the user using a Java interface to add a entry into the database, and it is structured in such a way as to hopefully be ensure that data is inserted into the database in the way that it should be if you were manually inputting it into the database by way of the phpMyAdmin utility. So let's take a look at my database and not at the ludicrous RAM usage of Firefox. Here we have phpMyAdmin. This is running by way of XAMPP, and this is the database itself. I called it Hibernate Demo for obvious reasons. And I have a test database, or a test table and a sorts table. In the sorts table, we have column sort ID, which is auto-incrementing as per normal database structure. There's sort name, sort culture, and blade shape. So I went for a total of 4 columns straight out the gate, which made it a little more difficult to actually work. But and also the reason that sort ID goes from 1 to 2 to 4 is because there was I was debugging and figuring out the add sort utility, and I encountered some problems. The third entry was not correct, so I deleted it for beauty, I guess. So let's actually get into running the program. We have here, let's see, Hibernate Demo working. Whoops. The mouse sensitivity. So let's actually hit run. So a lot of errors are output here, and this is because NetBeans does not like the version of Hibernate that I'm using, which is from SourceForge. It wants me to use the one that NetBeans being